Is there more to midlife than just getting through it? Absolutely. Welcome. I'm your host, Debbie Cunningham, jazz artist turned midlife mentor, and I'm here to say to you loud and clear, it's time for your Midlife Crescendo. Well, hey friends, welcome back. I hope this week finds you enjoying a warmer spring weather wherever you are. Here in Middle Tennessee, we had 70s a few weeks back, then it dropped to 30s and 40-degree temps last week, and I am so ready to put my winter clothes away for good. Well, at least till 2026. Today's episode of Midlife Crescendo is all about shifting from thinking about our dreams to living them. Letting go of excuses, embracing change, and overcoming fear and doubt. It's not just about checking off goals. It's about creating a joyful and meaningful midlife. We'll explore why change is hard, how fear keeps us stuck, and what it really takes to move forward without letting busyness or doubt derail us. So grab a cup of coffee or tea or another favorite beverage, and let's dive into no more excuses, embracing change, and overcoming fear to live your best life. I was reminded recently that we are created for joyful living. God desires for us to have joy in our lives, to have love and laughter and carefree living, not just drudgery of never-ending to-do lists and work. So what is it that actually keeps us locked in these cycles of being stuck and not living a life full of meaning and joyful purpose, especially in midlife? One of the reasons we stay stuck is it's not about being too busy or too late in life. It's actually fear, doubt, and resistance to change. Common excuses like, I don't have time to pursue the things I want to pursue. I have too many responsibilities, or I should just be grateful for what I have. I'm too old to start something new. You know what? The truth is we should be grateful for what we have, but it's okay to want to cultivate something different or even more in your life to have greater purpose. These are often fear-based thoughts that keep us from stepping into something greater that we desire to do or God is leading us to. Let me ask you a question, and I want you to answer this honestly for yourself. Is your life defined by joy? Do you feel excited each day when you get up? What are you looking forward to? Or do you drag yourself out of bed, wish life was more fun, wish you were younger, thinner, wish you could travel more, wish you had more money to do the things you really want to do with your life? Then you are not living your best life. It doesn't matter if you are married, single, divorced, or widowed. You have choices in life, and you, my friend, have power to make lasting change in your life so that you can live life with more joy. But you have to make some intentional changes in order to have that. You have to decide what it is you desire, what you feel led to do, and where you want to have more purpose, and then you need to act on it. One of the biggest obstacles is making peace with change instead of resisting it. Let's face it, midlife is full of transitions. Kids leaving, career shifts, aging parents. Our bodies are changing, our minds are changing. Menopause itself is a huge transition in midlife. Our body changes the way it processes food and metabolizes food. And everything about our lives up to this point shifts, and we need to make adjustments to that. Sometimes we need more sleep. Sometimes we need less stress. And we have to do things to have less cortisol in our life. And we have to find ways to adjust to a new way of eating or thinking. It's a lot of change. We need to find time to have fun with our grandkids or care for our aging parents. And you might have to travel, and you might have to help them with surgeries or other ailments. Or you might have to face the decline of your parents as they age, and there's grief thrown into that. We often think that joy comes after we figure it all out. But joy actually comes when we embrace the journey and trust that God is leading us. But embracing the journey does not mean just going where the tide pushes you. Sometimes you have to paddle in a specific direction. Look, in Scripture, Isaiah 43:19, God says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" If God is asking us a question in Scripture, that means we have to be looking to perceive what He is doing in our life or circumstances. So when is the last time you looked for evidence of God working in your life? See, these are the shifts we need to make in our perspective. Change is an invitation rather than a threat. And we need to trust that our dreams didn't expire, no matter our age or our stage. You know, Vera Wang has a really interesting story. Vera Wang, of course, is one of the world's most successful female fashion designers. She's best known among many things for creating stunning wedding collections. But her first initial dream was to become an Olympic-level figure skater. And like any dreamer, Vera looked that goal in the eye and accomplished all the things she had to do to make her Olympic journey come true. But apparently, even though she was good, she wasn't quite good enough. Her Olympic dreams were cut short when she failed to make the 1968 Olympic team. For most people, this is a setback that is going to make a dreamer stop aiming high. But not for Vera. That failed attempt at the Olympics served as fuel as she transitioned her passion from figure skating into her newfound love for fashion. She worked her way up in the fashion industry, and after working for Vogue for 17 years, she then was passed over a second time for the position of editor-in-chief. So here are two big disappointments in her life of things she worked for and then failed at. So she didn't get the position of editor-in-chief, and so Wang left Vogue and in 1987 joined Ralph Lauren. 2 years and 18 accessory lines later, while planning her own wedding, she decided to leave and pursue her own fashion design career, ultimately becoming a renowned bridal designer. And the rest, of course, is history, because now Vera Wang is one of the biggest names in the global fashion industry. So not only did she face a lot of change and disappointment and really failure for her initial goals, but each time as she worked through those things, she moved on to the next thing that fueled the next dream and the next season of her life. Fear tells us we're not ready, and doubt tells us we're not enough. But we need to fight those fears and doubts in our midlife transitions. One of the ways to fight back is to recognize fear, but not listen to it. Take small steps forward, even before you feel ready. Surround yourself with people who believe in growth and change. Your community is really important. If you want to be encouraged, then surround yourself with other women who are also pursuing their dreams or doing new things in midlife. Take a class in something you are interested in. All those other women are also interested in that thing. This breeds community and friendship and excitement. You can learn to bake bread or decorate cakes or take another creative class. Join a group, a book club, or something that gets you out of your routine and pursuing something new and exciting and creative. We need to live with joy and not just check off our to-do list. So let's talk about a dream-filled life and a purposeful life versus a busy life. Are you filling your schedule with distractions or truly living with purpose? This is huge in this day and age because our little phones, although they are amazing and our laptops are amazing and they open up the world to us to learn new things or to even take a class online, they are a constant distraction in our lives if we don't manage them. So think about if you're filling your time with just scrolling on social media or looking at emails or texting family and friends, or are you really living a life filled with purpose? Because joy comes not from doing more, but from aligning your activity with those things that fuel you and what God is inviting you to, not just checking off your day-to-day to-do list. That is not purposeful living. Sometimes joy comes in the unknown when we step out in faith rather than waiting for clarity. As we end our Making Space for Your Dreams series, I want to encourage you to have no more excuses. It's time for you to step forward into greater joy and purpose in your midlife season. So to recap, decide what will bring you joy in your life and start cultivating that with your time. Allow for play and times to be inspired, to just laugh and explore what could add joy and purpose in this season. Acknowledge that fear is there, but don't let it stop you. Just take baby steps toward your goals. See change as an invitation, not a threat. Even when you are juggling a busy schedule and change is affecting your goals and dreams, don't let it derail you. Just get creative and keep moving forward. When something fails, look at what is still possible for you and do the next thing. Lastly, I know how deciding to pursue my own dreams changed my life at 40, and I want to help you do the same. So I've created a free guide for you, Dreams After 40, What's Stopping You, and How to Break Free. This is a simple resource to help you uncover your roadblocks and start moving forward. I'll put the link in the show notes, or you can go to midlifecrescendo.com to find the link there, or go to debbiecunningham.net and click the free resources tab. I hope today's episode reminded you to keep creating a joyful and purposeful life and to be resilient when you have setbacks. And if it did resonate with you, the Dreams After 40 guide will help you take the next step toward making space for your dreams. So please take the time to download it and share it with your friends who are also trying to make space for more joy and purpose in their life as well. Next week on the podcast, we will be talking with author Kate Battistelli about her new book, The After Party of Empty Nest, Mom is Not Your Only Name. So be sure to tune in next week. Thanks for tuning in today, and remember, midlife is just a brand new season to find your passion and purpose for your grand finale. Talk next week.